Michael Law is a political analyst and author of Founders Revolution. GDP Report is out, and it came at the end of the week, and the numbers are big. 4.1% growth as President Trump touts terrific numbers, actually the largest gain in the economy in the last 4 years. And Michael Law, they always say it's the economy, right? Midterms, it's the economy. The economy's well. Are we thinking that Republicans are going to fare much better than history would show us?
Well, we can hope so, and that simply is the case that the economy does have a huge effect on the elections. Simply put, if the president seems to be doing well, which it doesn't. It's not just the president, and really it never is the president in Congress. It is the American people that are producing this growth. But the taxes and regulations do have an effect, and with the amount of taxes that President Trump has cut on income and corporate taxes, as well as the amount of regulations that he keeps cutting into, that has an effect on the ideas that the American people just look at that and go, well, this is good for businesses. I can afford to get into a business now, or I can do more with my business and so forth. So it does have an effect, and people will vote that way. So if the president seems to be doing well, the president's party will do well in Congress.
I do think that if you go back to the days of Bill Clinton, those were good economic days. And you heard Republicans saying things like, I don't like the guy, but the economy's good. I'm happy with this economy. And you know what the president, of course, Clinton went through an impeachment and survived all of that mess and the lying to the public. I'm sure the economy had to be a big part of the fact that he skated through that mess.
That, and they don't understand the Republicans, and even Justice Reinhold, who was the Supreme Court Chief Justice, it does not understand the Constitution and how it's supposed to work.
Right.
The Chief Justice is supposed to preside, and he did not. It was the Senate that presided and decided everything.
Right.
And the
Democratic
reason,
Senate.
Part of the reason why the economy was doing well under Bill Clinton was because the Republicans in Congress were in power and deciding a lot of the tax regulations and policies. So.
Let me ask you, Michael Law, what do you think because there are a lot of people saying that that they're struggling. There is a struggle in some industries because of these tariffs, and they've taken a hit. I saw one story about a construction actually, this is in a Republican area that carried Trump tremendously and is big support of Donald Trump, Republican area in Herkimer County, right near here. They had a bid out on building a new jail, and they're fearful that because of the tariffs, the price tag on that could go up dramatically because of the tariffs. So, we're going back on regulation, but can these tariffs cause harm, at least short term?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because tariffs are another tax, and that is one of the areas of taxing that President Trump has been failing on. I understand the reason why, and that's to try to protect American-based businesses like steel production and so forth, but in reality, it never helps. It only hurts. It is another tax. We get retaliatory taxes against our goods. So, for example, Harley-Davidson is threatening to send their production of European production overseas into Europe so that they can avoid the tariffs that are being thrown on their bike by the European Union.
Well, where this is most
American jobs,
most troubling, I think, for Republicans with midterms coming up, is this could be peaking in a bad way at the worst possible time.
Yeah. If it is peaking, hopefully it is not peaking.
Yeah.
And my guess is that simply because of the amount of taxes that he has cut, as well as regulations, that is going a long ways to help. But we're seeing a tick up with the economy, but we also have seen a tick up in the unemployment rate as well.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is simply because of these tariffs.
Michael Law, thanks for the time. We appreciate it. It's going to be interesting to see where all this goes. But right now, the economy has grown like it hasn't in a long time. So that's a big deal. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, thanks. He's actually, we're speaking to him from Saudi Arabia, where there's a 5-second delay on every answer, like on some satellite phone. It's very odd, right?